Hello everyone and welcome back to Magnificalcorecraft. Today we'll be working on a new pattern, and that pattern is what we're going to use for a bag. So let me show you the materials that will be required. First, our tape measure, lighter, scissors, and clips to hold our work in place. Now this is the handle with which we'll be using the bag, and it has already been handmade. Now if you're wondering how we arrived at this, you can check the link in our description box and you will get to the video. These are the colors with which we'll be using: light green, lemon green, and cream. So let's get into the video. Alright, the arrangement of the crowns, as you can see, is 3:1. So I used the light green and the dark green to make one crown knot, as you can see here. Same thing goes for this one. Now we are going to merge the two of them together like this. So to do that, I'm going to take two from here and two from here, like top of these two in the middle. This one goes on top of this one and out here. Then pull tightly, no spaces in between. Yeah, so you can see now. Now for the second line, I'm going to take this two from here, two from here, like this. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did up there. One like this. This one comes on top and comes out. Same process on this other side. This one comes on top of these two. This stays on top and then out. Alright, I have the second line. Now for this side, I'm going to do what I did at the other side. Two here, two here. Over, over, under. Now this side, over, over, like this. Okay, that's done. So that's what I'm going to do round with the other crown knots. Alright, I've joined all the crowns, and then we have this shape, something that looks quite like a skirt. So now I'm going to be joining this one as the final knot to make it complete. So as I said earlier, two here, two here. Make a square knot. Like this, like this. Alright. Then I'll make a square knot at this side. Tighten, and then the last one one here, out, then here, here, out. Alright, so the merging is the merging is complete, and then we are going to go into the pattern proper.
Now we are working on the handle of the bag. We'll be making use of our rope. For the rope, we will need 12 in all, but because I'm going to double it, I have 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. I'm going to double it into 2 to form our pattern. You'll see it as we go along. Here is our ring. We're going to use 2 rings will give us one pair, one of the handle of the bag. We will need our clip, we need our lighter and the scissors also. Now for this, I've already cut 300. I've cut 300 cm for this rope. I have 300 cm here. I'm going to put it in, as I told you earlier. I'm going to divide it into 2. So that will give me 12 in all. So I'm going to so you can see what we've done here. So we have it this way. It's going to give us 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 in all. Now we are going to tie this place to start our pattern. So we are going to get a separate rope, something like maybe 100 cm or 120. You place it like this, you hold it down here, you see it gives you something like this. You bring it here, then you roll it over, you tighten it, you roll it over, you continue, you're rolling it, make sure it's tight so that it will be firm. You roll it, you get about 1 cm, should give you about 1 inch here, that will give you almost 3. So you have it like 1 inch. So once you're able to get this, then you know we have this here, you pull the rope through, you bring it out this way, then the one that is up here you are going to pull. You see it has gone in, you pull this one will go in, you cut off this, do the same with the one here, then you bond it to just make sure you secure it, it will not loose later. That's all. The same thing you do here, you bond it, push it in. So you can see what we've done now. We're going to start our pattern proper now. Now to start our pattern, I told us we are using 12 cords in all. So we are going to take it 4-4. We have this. It depends because of the pattern I'm picking. You have this. Let's start from here. We pick 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you come to this side. You have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 4 here. So you are going to make a square knot. Make that way. Make a square knot. When you are done with that, you have this one, another 4. You're going to start with 3 square knots. You make another. So if you look around, we have made our 3 square knots to start with. You have the first one, you have the second one, and you have the last one. So you have the 1, 2, 3. So the next thing to do now is to pick the first 2 on the right and the first 2 on the left. So here you have these 2, and over here you have these 2. So you pack this aside, you make another square knot with this. You pull it to secure. That way you have done with that. You come to the next one, you have 2 hanging here already. You pick the next 2, you make another square knot. Done it, then you come to the last one here. You can see can see the two here like this. You make another square knot. So we'll just be turning around. You'll be picking the next two on the right, on the left. We are done with that. You come to this place, see the next two. You pick, you make your square knot. Once you are done, you come to the next one. You have the 4 this way. Pick the 4, you make your square knot. This is how we'll be going around. You can see our pattern is forming already. This is how we'll be going around. You tighten it for this place. You pick the next two again. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. You make your square knot. Yeah, now.
Late already.
Okay.
Keep rolling. See, you reached it.
This thing is small. She pull it.
Very, very well.
I will not show the one that remains. So now, remove the something.
So right now we are going to be attaching the handle to the bag. So to do that, you're going to take 4 ropes. I have 2 from one side and 2 from the other side. So I'm going to take this one, put it here and bring it out. Then I'll do the same thing I did in here and bring it out. Yeah, so and then I'll move to the second one on this side, bring it out, then you go in and out again. Now move to the other side, take the first one in, we'll do it again. Out. And the last one in, out, like that. So then I'll make a square knot below just to hold it in place. Alright, so we are done with attaching the handle to the bag, front and at the back.
Now that we are done with the first line, you can see what we've done here. We are moving to the next stage now. So for the next stage, you are going to pick the two on the right, two on the right, two on the left. You are going to make your button knots. So you make your square knots. We are going to have 3 square knots in all, which will give us about 6 knots. So that is 1 square knot. Do another one, right, left. That is the second square knot. Then the last one now, do it right, left. So we have 3 square knots now to give us our button knot. So you pull it. We pick the 2 in the middle. We pass. So we pass it through this opening. We draw it out. Then we pull it tight. We pick the 2 ropes here. You tie another knot. You tie the knots. So you can see we have made our knots now. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to make multiple alternative square knots here. You're going to pick the first 2 here and the first 2 on your left. You make square knots. Make your square knot. Then you pick 2 here and the last 2 here. You make your square knot. You come to the right hand side. You have 4 ropes, 2 from the first one and the 2 here. You make another square knot. So we now, the last one, which will give us the 4th one, we make another square knot. So now that we have made our multiple square knots, we have the same thing here. Now we have made our button knot. We are going to make another square knot here. Then here you make another square knot with these 4 ropes. This like this, you make another square knot. We are trying to get to the next stage now, the second stage. So now, having done this, we are now going to continue our pattern. We want to achieve this under here. So what you are going to do now is this. You have this 4. You are going to make use of this 4. We start with the first one. You roll it over twice. So when you roll it over, you are going to have your 4 ropes like this. We have already rolled it over. You can see what we are having here. After that, we are going to pick this now, but this will now come this way. This way. We are going to do the same thing. You do it down. So we have finished this line. We pick this one. This is the 3rd rope. You bring it under like we did. You are going to do the same thing. You roll it over twice. So we have finished with this. I told you we are using 4 ropes. So this is the last one. You are now bringing it up this way. You cross it over this. You still do it twice. Now we are done with the pattern. We have used our 4 ropes. We are now going to make a square knot down here. Secure it with a square knot. See what we have here. The same thing we have here is what we are going to reproduce here. We are going to do the same thing. So we are done with this other side. So you can see that what we have here is repeated here. So the square knots that you have here, alternating square knots, we are going to repeat the same here. So you pick it. And then the last one to close up this. So we have our pattern now. You can see it. This is how we are going to continue. So as you continue with the pattern, this is what it will give you. Just coming like this, like I've showed you. You have this. That's what it will give you.